Guru Nation, what's up? Just a quick morning motivation for you guys. One of the messages we got from our CRC Academy student on Slack. We have both in the CRC and CRA Academies, we have a group channel, Slack chat room. One of the students posted, reading ahead has been very helpful. It prepares me so I don't feel lost during the class. Discipline, dedication, and determination are the keys. As we go deeper into this training, I hope to be more focused and serious. Someone asked me what my goal is or what do I want to achieve in this industry. I got dumbfounded because I don't really know or understand this question. Is it too early to understand various goals, options, areas? I'm sure some already know and a few others don't. Please shed more light on this, it will motivate. So I always figure if somebody has a question like this, other people have it too. It's just one is asking it, the others keep it inside. So, yeah, my answer is when you're just starting out, you're basically at the apprenticeship level. You have to go through the struggle of being an apprentice in order to master, if there ever is such a thing, or at least become proficient in your domain. So, when you're an apprentice, the whole point is to figure out, number one, how to do everything, number two, the rules that it takes to do those things, and then slowly you start to see options. Because, take it from me, when I got started in clinical research, I thought that being a monitor was everything. So, the only reason I wanted to be a coordinator was because that's the way I was told. I needed like a year or two of experience before I could be a monitor. Well, a funny thing happened. Once I started getting into actually being a coordinator, other opportunities presented themselves. I started getting more advanced in my understanding of the dynamics of clinical research. It's more than just being a monitor and making a great salary. So you'll start seeing opportunities, and when you start seeing those options and opportunities simultaneously while you are learning a new craft or a new industry, you will find, because you already have passions inside of you, you will find things, hopefully, that align with your passions and your ambitions. And your ambitions can change too. So, back to my example, when I got started as a coordinator, after I discovered that there's more to clinical research than just being a monitor, that wasn't for me, I realized site ownership is for me. So then I started down that journey. This took like a year, another year after I started as a clinical research coordinator. I started going down that pathway. When I started the site, my goal was to make a huge site. I wanted to make phase 1 through 4. And so I did start working towards that goal. 3 years into that goal, I realized I'm in a very competitive market in Southern California. I need to guarantee that I get the studies at least one of my sites. If I have one big site, I only have one opportunity to get that study. But if there's a competitor next to me competing for that same study, there's a good chance I'm not going to get it. So what should I do? I should have smaller sites across town. So rather than having one big site, I went ahead and did one small site. That led to me doing YouTube videos. I'm condensing this for YouTube purposes, but that led to me starting the YouTube channel in 2010, which then started giving me new opportunities from you guys, people like you messaging me and saying, hey, I have a site in Florida. I know you're in California. Can you help me grow? That slowly led to the site network and the various different businesses I have today, which includes a site network, sites that I actually own, sites that we help, the CRA Academy, the CRC Academy. Now it's Latinos in Clinical Research. It's a boutique CRO. So all these things, I didn't have all this planned when I started. That's the point. I had a vague goal in the sense that I'm an entrepreneur, so I need to fit these things into my framework. But I was very adaptive with my options. So I was able to pivot quickly I was able to realize when something's not working and then pull the plug on it and go move towards something else. And as long as you're constantly learning and constantly willing to be an apprentice again, let me tell you, uh, I'm just starting to learn about phase one studies because I have a niche CRO. My whole career, I've been just doing phase two through four. I've only done like 4 phase one studies, and they were not healthy volunteer studies. They were like central nervous system, oncology type of phase one studies. Very different than healthy volunteer. There is a whole new world. I'm an apprentice again when it comes to phase one studies. In the CRA and CRC Academy, we had a guest lecturer, Carla Navas, and she taught for an hour and a half on phase one monitoring. And it exposed me to how much I don't know about this industry and how much is still left to learn. Now I have another goal I want to add. I have more ambitions. I want to but I want to start at the sponsor level also. I want to be involved at the sponsor level, either as an early stage advisor, which I'm already doing in some respects, and eventually early stage investor. That's a whole different skill set. Yes, my skill set that I've built up until this point is going to help me. It's going to give me competitive advantage as to my peers who are going to be doing the same thing as me at that point. But I have to be willing to learn all over again sponsor type stuff, regulatory affairs, how to design a study, how to write a protocol, all those kind of things I have no experience with, so I have to start over again. But that doesn't mean that I had the answers to all the questions or I even knew where I wanted to go when I started in clinical research. Yes, you have to think far ahead in terms of your North Star and your framework. You have to kind of have a basic framework of your skills and passions, but the details take care of themselves. Once you start getting in the industry and start working and honing your craft, you will see the opportunities. Not every opportunity is for you because they don't align with your passions or your skill set or your desires, but many do, and those are the ones that you could consider pursuing. Latinos in clinical research is another example. I never thought that we'd be going out into different communities and teaching college kids about clinical research. But that's exactly what we're starting to do. We're even starting to do it with high school kids. And we're going to rural areas, underserved communities, and helping to build out in those cities the clinical research ecosystem. I never had this plan when I got started in clinical research, but one thing led to another, and these all fit within my overall master plan, which you can develop and change as you go. So don't worry about not having an answer right now to what your goal is or what you want to achieve. You're in the apprenticeship stage. I don't know if that's a word, but that's the stage you're in. And you need to put in the work, and you will discover little by little what it is that you need to start working on. And it's dynamic and it's fluid and it changes, and that's okay. Just get started. Good luck, Guru Nation. Talk to you soon.